Hi, I'm Victoria Ballou, and thank you for trusting your intuition and tuning in right now. You are here to choose a stack of cards and see what your subconscious wants you to know today. So, choose a stack of cards. Will it be underneath Vesta, my warrior priestess, or underneath this amazing fossilized shell that's millions of years old now, or underneath this incredible quartz obelisk? Choose which stack resonates with you, and let's see what your subconscious wants you to know today. And remember to subscribe to my channel so that you will know the minute that I have a new forecast or reading ready for you. All right, let's begin with the first stack underneath Vesta, my warrior priestess. We are going to look at the first card, which is your overview energy, your energy from a very broad standpoint right now that you are resonating with in this moment. Let's see what it is. You have the Prince of Cups. All right, so Prince of Cups energy is very interesting because while this is a very loving energy, if it's taken to an extreme, which I kind of feel like it is at this moment, it can mean that you're feeling maybe unsure about the love that you're either giving or receiving, or you're being a little obsessive about it or flighty about it. So there's the intuition that I have around this card as I drew it. It looks like there's some sort of dynamic energy that you're feeling almost swept away in love or wanting to be, right? There's some major emotion here regarding what this Prince of Cups energy is. Now, of course, if you're a woman, it absolutely can reflect your feelings as well. This is just a big, fabulous feeling. But again, I get the sense that it's a little obsessive at this point. So we're going to look at the challenge card to see what your challenge energy is and see if I'm right about this. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's interesting that you have a Five of Swords defeat come up here as your challenge card, because indeed what this is suggesting is that you are feeling defeated in whatever is surrounding this feeling of love. Again, either giving it or receiving it. There's something that is feeling fatalistic, or as though it's not going to work. That there's something surrounding this energy that's not feeling completely right to you. So while you have this euphoric feeling almost happening of love, there is a there's very much something that is limiting this, that is causing it to not feel right for you. That is where the course of action called for card comes in. So we're going to take a look at your third card and see what action you need to put into play right now to deal with this energy. Yeah, and so this makes sense. You have the Nine of Wands, the Strength card. Of course, this represents the marshaling of your inner strength to deal with this energy that is just feeling really confusing to you. That's the energy that I get as we go deeper into these cards, as I see now and feel now exactly what's going on. You're in a position today where you're feeling very much in the spirit of love and wanting to be loved and giving love, but there is some aspect of that is not in alignment, and in fact it's very much out of alignment. It's feeling as though something is majorly wrong there, and that you are not going to succeed. At least that's what your feelings are, that you're not going to succeed with what you're feeling here, what you're hoping, either that or what you're afraid of. Okay, so we have to look at that aspect as well. You will know exactly what I'm referring to here, because there is a very broad range of emotion that can be reflected at this point. So I want you to consider where you are emotionally. That's the starting point. And then once you understand what that broad energy is, and I'm sure that you will, then you will also be recognizing what this attitude of not being able to fulfill this situation. It's either coming from you toward someone or from someone toward you, but there's this disconnect happening. So what you have to do, what the tarot is saying and what your subconscious is saying to you, is that you must adopt this interior, this fortified feeling within yourself of strength to move through this energy. This does not have to be a romantic relationship, by the way. This actually feels like it could be something related to parent-child or even friendship or some sort of a relationship that is not necessarily romantic but does involve love. And so I want you to really think about what I'm saying here. It could be something that is latent, something that comes from a deep belief from your childhood. That actually feels very right to me. And I think that if this is some sort of dislocation that your emotions have felt for a long time, this is the tarot saying, yes, you can reconnect here. This is your way to reconnect, and that the timing is right for you to do this because it has brought these cards up to have your subconscious become the conduit into your conscious mind to say, yes, now let's deal with this once and for all. So from a dreaming standpoint, what I would bet that you're dreaming of right now is climbing a hill, moving in an upward direction, but with mobility issues, either on foot, or it could be in a car, or even an airplane. But it's some sort of an issue where you're trying to move upward. Feels like a mountain to me, and there are impediments. Maybe there are rocks, or the road is twisting and turning, or there's a dead end, but you can see around it. Just think about what you're dreaming. Think about if there is some sort of a path that is not clear for you. And that is your subconscious, your dreaming mind, talking about this issue in your dreams. So this is how the tarot and dreams always connect, because the tarot is bringing this out to you in a conscious way right now. But your subconscious mind is also talking to you about this issue in your dreams. Once you address this in a healthy way, in a constructive way, by bringing forth this internal strength that you have to correct this situation in the way that you are led from your spirit, from your heart to do this, then you will stop having that dream and you will be clear to move through this beautiful energy of accepting and giving love. All right, on to stack number 2 underneath this beautiful shell fossilized millions of years ago. The first card we're going to look at is your overview energy, your energy from a broad standpoint right now. Let's see what it is. Yeah, okay, and so you have the 8 of Wands. Swiftness is what this card is called here in the Thoth deck. You know, this represents a couple of things that energetically I'm getting right off the bat. First of all, swiftness deals with things moving quickly in your life right now. Something is moving at a very fast pace, happening fast for you. But it also deals with communication, and perhaps the lack of communication, or just somehow there's the message that you are either trying to give or receive is not being well received, and it is happening in a really fast way. Maybe things are just moving too fast for you right now, and you're not having the ability to think about it very long. You know, that's what swiftness, that's what this specifically feels like to me at this moment. So we really need to take a look at your challenge energy to see, to clarify what's going on here. Yeah, okay, and so you have the 6 of Wands. This is called victory. But of course, here in the challenge position, this is saying, while you could be experiencing a victory right now, you're not, and you should be. So what we're working with here is how to bring this swiftness, this 8 of Wands energy into work with this wonderful 6 of Wands energy to create the victory that you really need to be having here. So it just feels like things have either happened too fast for you, or maybe it's just somehow discombobulated for you. Let's take a look at your course of action called for to see what you need to be doing to work with this and straighten this energy out. I'm not surprised to see this. It's the Ace of Swords. It talks about clarity, the beginnings of clarity, bringing insight into your life and understanding exactly what's going on in this situation. That's what you need to be doing right now. And how do we do this? Well, in my opinion, it always begins with taking a step back and understanding where you are. Sometimes that means just pausing and going to a quiet place where you can sit and think for a while. It could be to a park. You could do something like I do and go float in an isolation tank for an hour and a half. That always will do it to allow your mind to clear. But you need to gain this clarity, whatever works for you. Maybe it's a workout. Maybe as you're really working your body, that allows your mind to clear. I know that works for me sometimes too. So try whatever that is, but your course of action called for is to gain this clarity, because you do have this something moving very fast right now for you, and it involves communication on some level or miscommunication, and therefore it's holding you back from obtaining otherwise what should be a victory for you on some level. So the only way to deal with this is to gain the clarity about how to go forward, which means just hit the pause button for a minute, an afternoon, whatever it takes to just step back, clear your mind, and then allow, with the intention that you are going to gain clarity, and allow the thoughts from your subconscious to begin coming to you one by one. You will understand exactly what to do. And from a dreaming standpoint, I absolutely see there's something dealing with a telephone or communication. You're probably having a dream where you're trying to dial a phone, and the number you're dialing, you either can't dial it, or the number's not going through, or maybe you cannot find your phone. There's something dealing with communication here that you're going to be dreaming about, and your inability to communicate. This is clearly your subconscious mind saying, yeah, you're having a real problem here in getting your message through, or understanding the message that's trying to come through to you. And again, by getting and gaining this clarity, things are going to work out for you and absolutely clear up, and this dream will go away, and the things in your life are going to begin flowing in a very dynamic way that will allow this victory energy to come through. Now, let's take a look at the third stack of cards. Your first card is your overview energy. This is your energy from a very broad standpoint, and it's what you're resonating with right now. Let's take a look at what it is. You have the Nine of Cups, happiness, congratulations. What a wonderful energy to be resonating with at this moment. You know, of course, this just says whatever you're feeling. It could be from it's a broad energy feeling. So just everything is feeling generally good for you right now. But of course, we have a challenge card here that's going to give us a little more information about what's going on here. Because from this broad energy, we're about to narrow it down and take a look at anything specific that is challenging you. And what that is the Chariot. All right, so Chariot energy. This is a dynamic card that speaks of victory. This speaks of you achieving victory, but only after you really examine all the aspects of what is going on in a situation and considering them carefully, and then choosing the path that you're going to go on. Now, as your challenge card, this is saying you're not doing this yet. So as we look at it in regards to this Nine of Cups energy, it's saying you're feeling really happy about something from a very general standpoint, but the the Chariot energy is saying this happiness is very shallow, because actually there's a major accomplishment that you're able to achieve here, and it's going to require some more effort on your part. So please consider what I'm saying here and understand that this surface happiness that you're feeling is just that. You need to go deeper. I encourage you to think about how to take this deeper. And how do we do that? Well, that's what the Course of Action Called For card is. So let's see what that is. It's the Hierophant. Okay, so here's the full picture, right? The Hierophant is all about the wisdom that you have within you. This is talking about the knowledge that you possess within you from experience and just gaining understanding through your life. Now, this can also take a very traditional route. That's another side of what the Hierophant represents, is going along a conventional path. And if we look at it in terms of what these cards are talking about right now, the Nine of Cups, talking about your happiness from a broad yet surface standpoint, and the deeper aspect of this happiness being still in reserve, and the true crossing the finish line, let's call it, of what you're trying to achieve here is still yet to be gained. And it's because you need to consider a situation from all its aspects. And then that's where this Hierophant comes in. It's saying, tap into your wisdom. Tap into what you know from experience has worked before. Spend the time to go through this. Even though you, again, have this feeling of this general happiness, I guarantee you can widen it, you can deepen it. And the way that you do that is specifically through taking the time to think about this and understanding there's still a greater victory that you can achieve through here, and really take it to the limit. Don't just settle for this quick fix, this quick little glance with happiness. Allow yourself to take it into the deeper aspects, the deeper realms. That's what the tarot is telling you. That's what your subconscious has brought you here to understand today. You can take this much deeper. So from a dreaming standpoint, it's really obvious that you're dreaming about water of some sort, because water is a symbol for our conscious life experience in dreams. And if you are in the water and having fun in your dream, but you're also perhaps afraid to go deeper, or the water is becoming choppy, or something is happening in the water that is not quite up to your expectations. Maybe you're wanting to swim underwater, or in the dream you're feeling like you should be able to do something else in the water. That is your subconscious mind telling you that yes, you can go deeper here, and that you should. That's what this message is all about. It's, love the happiness that you're feeling right now. Just enjoy it, but understand that you need to take it deeper. There's something greater here waiting for you to discover and embrace. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really am here to serve you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And remember, you can always subscribe to my magazine, astrologicmagazine.com, where you will find so many articles about tarot and dreams and astrology and just about every other metaphysical subject that you can imagine. And I know that's a bold statement, but it's not hyperbole. That's really the truth there. And of course, you can always book a private session with me, one-on-one, at victoriaballou.com. And I thank you very much for joining me.